heavyweight champion. All the fans all over the world, this man to them is really number one. And look at him, that big belt right around his waist once again.
Oh yes, the American heartthrob.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. You know, I can't help but to overhear some of the interviews you've had with Tully Blanchard, how he comes out national television crying the blues, talking about, I didn't say I quit. I don't deserve to have been stripped of the United States heavyweight title. Well, Tully Blanchard, it's a very simple matter. There was only one way for one of us to walk out of that cage victorious, and that was the stipulation of I quit rules. I've got the United States Heavyweight Championship, and if you hadn't quit, we'd still be rolling around in there today. But we're not. I've got the championship, and it's going to stay that way. So it's a fact that you better get used to, or you better find something to do about it besides complain, because complaining won't get it done. This is a wrestling championship, the United States Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, that I beat you for, fair and square, right there in the ring, with the stipulations that were set by the NWA. Now, there's a lot of other people out there besides you, and you better get used to that. There's a lot of other competitors that deserve a chance at this, and I'm going to give each and every one of them the opportunity, because this isn't something that was meant to be set on the shelf. This is a fighting man's championship. I'm Magnum TA. I am the fighting champion. I'm doing it for myself and all those good people out there, because that's what they deserve.
That's the man, the United States Heavyweight. Ladies and gentlemen,
live in South Carolina. That's right, that's right. Nowhere, anywhere in the world can you walk around now and the words on all the people's minds throughout this country is Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. How many times have we seen the film, David Crockett? How many times has Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the Tower Power, the Man of the Hour, too sweet to be sour, pinned Ric Flair on television throughout this country. Now, Ric Flair, you got to deal with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, Ole Anderson, Iron Anderson, got to feel the Russian side of me, because now then, I'm going to hurt somebody. I'm going to hurt somebody real bad. There is no way I'm letting this thing go by. There's no great athlete in the country. Nobody to compare to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Nobody walks the streets with ever black, white, green, red, yellow person throughout this country. Nobody is more recognizable than the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the Tower Power. And let me tell you what, Ric Flair, somewhere out there tonight, you want to hear from the Dream. And Slick Rick, I'm right here for you, Daddy. Anytime, any place, anywhere. You know, David, I told a story. Let me tell you a little story right here now. Everybody, listen here a minute. Very short time ago, Dusty Rhodes was down. And when Dusty Rhodes was down, 10 ladies of the evening came by to see him. And these beautiful ladies say, Dream, what can we do for you? And I say, Mama, I'm down, baby. I'm down. Well, Betty Lou came in the room. She said, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, I'm going to do something for you. She walked out 4 hours later, and on her breath, David Crockett, she said, Ric Flair, you can't keep a good man down. And for the thousands of people around this country, cards and letters have come in and say, Dusty Rhodes, give us that $1 million smile. So get a close-up now. I'm going to lay a $1 million smile on you right here. Woo, I love it.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the ring. Come on, let's go.
Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll in there. And look at Tully looking around. Going up against Vernon Deaton that Tully doesn't like. David, what the fans are saying to him. Look at Blanchard and Baby Doll. Him right in the face. of "I quit" came from the fans to begin this one. And Blanchard really took unkind to that. Oh, good takedown, though. Going right to the leg. Got to give that man credit. He has bounced back. He does not have the U.S. heavyweight title, but he is still a fine athlete. And still, as you can hear, the fans right on him. Deaton trying to fight out, could not. Set him back. You can tell now, Deaton's still favoring that leg.
Tony, you watch that man, Tully Blanchard, and he really hasn't lost any of that drive.
Not at all. What separates the men from the boys? I know that's a cliche, but still, it's got to be applied right here. That drive, that determination. Tully Blanchard's been a champion on many levels. Warning by Tommy Young there.
Oh, he starts with a little strut there. And again, you get a glimpse of his perfect 10 baby doll. Look at this man. Look at the intensity on his face. Tully Blanchard. He's got it.
Whoa, what a move. How about that? Back of the neck, back of the head, right up against that knee.
This man is a smart wrestler.
Right in front of baby doll.
Oh, well slapped.
Baby doll has really knocked him down, and Blanchard, look at that. Trying to look innocent right here.
Trying, that's about it. To look innocent. Vernon Deaton trying to hold on. Look at
Pretty good rally here.
I know, but Tully, look, he's taking those punches. He's gonna look, he's taking them, and he unloads. He set him up. Knew exactly what he wanted to do, just to drive that knee right in the midsection. Now he drops that elbow on top of him. Again, the elbow to the back of the neck. Starts at the top, and now he's all the way down to the legs.
Now he's working right up the other side, David. Went right down one side, and look, right back up the other of those elbows.
And Baby Doll loves it.
That, my friend, is how the elbow drop is applied perfectly.
Yeah, you almost have to say that Baby Doll is the driving force behind Tully Blanchard.
What about that knockout punch?
Vernon Deaton trying to get up.
He's really in the driver's seat now.
Right, here it comes. Here it comes. Slingshot suplex. There he goes. Powers it over. Puts that leg down for the pin.
No doubt about it. Maybe one of his most impressive wins as of late. Tully Blanchard, thumbs up sign. Baby Doll should be happy because that was
National Tag Team Champions. Ole and Arn Anderson. Mr. Anderson, you have a very...
It's really necessary to introduce us? Do you think it's really necessary to tell everybody out there that's watching, the millions of people, Is really necessary to tell them that we're the Andersons, that we're the national tag team champions?
Yes.
Why?
Every time
you get choked up. Well, when you're around a couple of great ones, I see you can talk to Dusty Rhodes, no problem. Maybe subconsciously you know we're just better than Dusty Rhodes. Maybe subconsciously all these people know that. They talk about Dusty Rhodes, I hear them chant their name and holler. I listen to them holler for Magnum TA. I listen to them holler for the...
3 really to beat up on Dusty Rhodes, right?
It doesn't take that, but it sure is fun. How's that for size? It doesn't take that. It's just that he's always got so many people around him, weasels like you and a few others. Jimmy Crockett, always hiding behind Bob Geisel, always hiding behind the National Wrestling Alliance, always hiding behind the referees.
Bob Geisel this time?
Dusty Rhodes does.
Dusty
Rhodes does. Magnum TA does. Rock and Roll Express does. They all want to hide. They all... Ric Flair. Let me tell you, I mentioned it before. Ric Flair is the world's heavyweight champion. NWA heavyweight champion. There isn't anything better. Now, you might have some champion over in Dogpatch. You might have some champion down in some town in South Carolina someplace, maybe East Charleston. But you're only talking about one world heavyweight champion, NWA heavyweight champion, and that's Ric Flair. That's it. Just like we're the only national tag team champions. Name anybody you want to name, and they're also Rands. They're not even second. They're not even third. They're somewhere down around 19 and 20 when they start counting. Tell them.
I'm going to lay it out for you real quick, David Crockett. I never claimed to have the gift of gab that Dusty Rhodes had. I have never claimed to be as handsome a man as Magnum TA is. I have never claimed to have that fire and intensity and downright stubbornness that Manny Fernandez has. But the one thing that I do claim to have is to be an Anderson, to be a winner, to have that intensity, to have what it takes to do what I have to do to reach the means.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you see it. The Russian Might. The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff, and his general, Ivan Koloff.
And we saw them with their Russian chains. Now, they always have their chains with them. But even more so now that what they have done to the Road Warriors, and remember, on every time they've attacked the Road Warriors, it's been with the use of the chain.
Oh, yeah. You know, when you talk about the might of Russia, you talk about the Koloff. And then when you talk about America's might, you talk about the Road Warriors. But watch Patrick Tanaka. This young man, he is fired up.
Fine wrestler. He and George South, though, really have to be on their toes. Koloff in there to make examples of these two young men.
And every time, usually, Ivan Koloff comes in, he starts that match. He wants to fill out his opponents. He wants to test them. He'll go in there, he'll take that punishment. Just to find that weak point. Right now he tries it. Tries for a quick pin.
Great move by Ivan Koloff, showing his agility right there.
South now, small package, heads him down.
Nikita was concerned that time, David. He was reaching in, thinking maybe that South had him rolled up for the pin.
Here he goes into the ropes. Elbow right in the chest. Now, the Russian Nightmare, Nikita, watching.
Had him up with one hand. There's that Russian hammer, he calls it. Show called as Tommy Young makes him break it.
Drives that head into the turnbuckle. Ivan has him. Throws him across. Catches the elbow right in the chest again. He picks him up. Turns. Comes to the rope. Drops a leg across the chest. Goes over, makes the tag to Nikita. Watch the machine. Oh, you know what he wants to do? Yes! A Russian sickle.
Ivan set him up that time, flipped him up in the air, and then the sickle.
They put that cobra on him. They put in the cobra.
Tommy Young. That was an awesome display of Russian power.
Watch this. Watch George South. Look at Nikita. He's ready. And here he comes. And your winners, the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff.
We'll be back with...
You have to talk about the team of Abdullah the Butcher and the Barbarian and their manager, Paul Jones.
When you said mention power and mass and you were looking at me, I was going to say thank you. But he is exactly right. Even you, David Crockett, you've been around wrestling a long time. You wrestled yourself. And you can see the power and the mass that I have here with me. And I want to tell you people, smarten up. The Rock and Roll Express, if they were true champions, they would be out here right now and say, Paul Jones, we want to put our belts up and put our belts up against the strongest test of our career. We want to wrestle the Barbarian and Abdullah the Butcher. Now you people, you just stop and think. The Rock and Roll Express have got to be cowards. They're cowards, and if they had any guts, they'd be standing here right now saying, we want to wrestle your men. But brother, let me tell you something. David, you know yourself that I will not stop until I get that title match for my men. My men deserve those belts. They deserve everything that goes along with it because they have paid the price, David. They have beat just about everybody around here, right here on national television. Now, you people, I want you to write some letters to the Rock and Roll Express and say, boys, get some guts. Tell Jones, you tell him to shut Jones's mouth up, that you're going to put those belts up against his men. Now, you people, do me that much of a favor. David, I want you to ask those people to write those cards and letters and ask the Rock and Roll Express to put those world belts up against my men.
There you see them. Abdullah the Butcher and the Barbarian. And the man that controls them, Paul Jones. You've heard him talk about them. Now let's watch them. They're up against the team. There you see Stoney Burke and Hard Rock Ricky Reeves. And they're ready for action. Paul Jones already he's taking his time, controlling this match. He starts even before the bell rings. He sends the Barbarian in. What a huge monster. Okay. It powers him over to the ropes. Headbutt.
Sign of a great tag team. We've seen this with Ole and Arn Anderson, with Ivan and Nikita Koloff, with the Rock and Roll Express and all the others. The ability to communicate with your partner. What move you want to use.
Talking. These guys don't even talk.
I was wondering how they communicate.
They make sounds. It's like two wild animals. When they see another injured animal, they know exactly what to do as they go in. The steamroller, the tank. Abdullah the Butcher. Look at him. Oh, no. No! Oh! He doesn't knock the wind out of him. He just stands on him
and pushes it out.
Yes.
That's right.
Look at him. Paul Jones, you can see him. Even from here, you see a little smirk on his face.
Mikey Reeves went right down on the floor as Stoney Burke tries to help him up. If I had a 460-pound man standing on my chest, I don't know if I want to get back in or not.
He's trying to...
He'll get help
right into the clutches of the Butcher. Hey, even the Butcher has a little gleam in his eye. Stoney Burke trying it. Oh. Hey, what about that, Tony? The Butcher picks him up with a slam. Uh-oh. Here he goes. Uh-oh. Big grease spot. Slowly gets up. Backs up again.
Not again! Oh, he made a tag.
No. Oh, they're both not going to do it. Oh. Oh! Headbutt! Right into him. Your winners, Abdullah the Butcher and the Barbarian, with their manager, Paul Jones.
Stoney Burke that time caught the full force of the elbow drop and then the flying headbutt from
A man that I know can go after those men we just saw. The Butcher and the Barbarian and Paul Jones. I'm talking about the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
You know something, Davy Crockett? You know, Paul Jones got a big mouth. He like to talk about a lot of power and mass and everything. And everybody all over the world wide know that the Barbarian is a powerful man. Everybody know that the Butcher is a massive man. But everybody worldwide know that the Bull got what it takes. It's what it's called, corazon. And then corazon means fight in Spanish, baby. It means heart and soul and blood. I'm proud of being a Mexican-American, and I'm proud of what I am. I'm proud of wearing these colors that I took to war for this country. And I'm proud of being a professional wrestler because it's the greatest wrestling sport of all time, baby. And I guarantee you, when you talk about the Bull going after people, I'm talking about anytime I can reach over and tag, I know Magnum TA will be in my corner. Anytime I can reach over and tag, I know Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, will always be there for the Raging Bull. I know the Rock and Roll Express ain't worried about mass because it takes intelligence and a lot of speed to beat mass and strength. And I know that, Denny, because when I became big, I knew one thing. I had to be fast on my feet. And I guarantee you the Rock and Roll Express, they're so quick, Daddy, it's like being in the ring with lightning. So Paul Jones, think about it. Go to bed and worry about it, Daddy, because there's a lot of people around here that believe in themselves. Just like the Bull, baby. It's a lot of fighting, a lot of people. And when it comes after you, Daddy, it's corazón en toda la vida. Este corazón, maraver, este toro, as they say to me when I was a little kid, baby, the little bull. Well, he done grown up, Daddy, and it don't mean mass. It means in the head, and it means using this. And I can stop an Abdullah the Butcher, and I can stop a Barbarian. So, Daddy, if you want to rock and roll, then you're looking at the best. Because, Daddy, when I say I'm out to do it, nobody does it better than the Bull. And when the Bull goes out and gets something done, Daddy, it stays done.
The Raging Bull. And Ivan Koloff.
You've seen the vicious attack of these Road Warriors at the beginning of this program. You see how intense they are. Whether it's political reason or personal reason with these Road Warriors, they're intent on coming out and trying to destroy the Koloff family. I know what's in their heart. These people, these Road Warriors, they like just to beat up people. They are a vicious, nothing but animal. That's why they call one of them Animal, because he does nothing better than to beat up on people. Well, this Rock and Roll Express also, they think now they're riding very high. They think now we have forgotten. World Tag Team belts are coming back to the Koloff family no matter what we have to do. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Road Warriors, okay?
Gracias, Road Warriors. You want a nightmare? You just begin. You going, I say before. You going to get hurt like you know get hurt before. Maybe for 3 years you know get hurt. But now you time has to come. You pure wrath of Russian tyranny, Road Warrior.
The mighty Russia. All right, it was 3-on-1. Then it was 3-on-2. But there was always that change. Watch this one. Oh!
champion wins again.
Magnum TA, you're going to have to. Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
When you talk about perfection, you know, Ole Anderson has a good gift of gab of talking about somebody personifying or perfecting something, you know. You just saw perfection at its best. You saw Magnum TA use an awesome backhand that I know he got from nobody else, none other than the Bull himself. Then you saw that perfect belly-to-belly and put out a lot of men. And this is my man, my main man. And I got it back, Daddy. The Magnum pulled the trigger, and there it is, the U.S. title. He didn't say, he said, I quit, Daddy. But who's wearing the belt? You or him? Tell him, baby.
We're talking about the intensity of the greatest competition anywhere in the world, the NWA. Whether you're talking about going for world titles, United States heavyweight title, national title, all those titles out there are to be had by the greatest because they have the heart, they have the desire, they have the ability and the strength. When you look at this man, myself, or the American Dream, the Rock and Roll Express, all these people come united for one thing, to go out there and fight for victory. Because there's a lot of wrongdoings going on in the world today. Ric Flair, the man on top of the heap, that people love to cheer because he says a lot of pretty words. Well, he doesn't back those pretty words up in the ring because he doesn't represent himself like a champion. To wear the 10 pounds of gold around your waist, to walk the aisle and say you're the best in professional wrestling today and call yourself a champion. The way you took that belt from the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, who should rightfully be wearing it today, well, that is a disgrace. So as long as America's team is here, as long as the Raging Bull is standing here with that blood beating through our veins, there will be people that set the wrongdoers right. There will be men that you can always count on, that you can look up to and say, that's the way I'd like to do it. And nobody does it better than the Bull. Nobody does it as flamboyant as the Dream. And nobody means it when they say it, like Magnum TA. I'm the United States heavyweight champion. I fought real hard to get it. I had a lot of support from a lot of my friends. And anybody who wants a piece of the action, don't be shy. Just step right up, put your name on the dotted line, and take me on, because that's the way I like it. I like it wild, I like it exciting, because I'm going to stay the champion no matter what.
And the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
You know, David, we've been talking a lot on this program today about Ric Flair and the Anderson boys, and the Anderson boys, Magnum TA, are standing right there in the ring. And if they want some of America's team, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA themselves, they know where we stand, and we're going to stay right here and watch this thing transpire. Right, big boy? Is that right, big boy? Huh? I feel it.
All right, let's go to the ring. Let's go to the ring. Oh, yes. The National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson. Are looking over at America's team.
Arn Anderson pretty upset, as you can tell. There's Magnum and there's Dusty.
Hey, well, Tony, they should be upset. Dusty's already made the statement, hey, for what Ric Flair and the Andersons did, he's going to start with the Andersons. He's going to put them out.
Look at him. They're really shitting out. Only Anderson trying to control Arn. Arn was really upset. They better worry about Denny Brown, the world junior heavyweight champion, and Ron Rossi.
Tony, the world's television title, the tournament, is coming up in Greensboro. Arn Anderson is one of the top contenders for that championship.
Right there, David, another top contender. This little man right here, the junior heavyweight champion of this world. Denny Brown taking it to him right here. Now, they're going to have to watch him close. Denny Brown does not have a superior partner that he should have in this situation here, but he will take care of himself.
All right. The Rock. Ole Anderson. Denny, all right, he pulls the hair.
And you see, you know, it's typical. Ole Arn Anderson, they like to get people that like to double up on them. They're very good at keeping a fresh man in the ring at all times. They've got that psychology down perfect. Because anytime you have two men hacking in and out, keeping a fresh man in there, wearing one man down, wearing one body part down, as they always like to do. They always go to that arm, and they'll work on that arm continuously, trying to wear the man down enough that they can get this man to submit. But Denny Brown, being a world junior heavyweight champion, has got a lot more heart than they run up to on their average opponent. I think Arn Anderson seeing that a little bit right now. If he's getting some left and rights to the head, they'll probably straighten him up a little bit. And they do need a lot of straightening up.
All right, and that's what he's doing. Here he goes. Across into the ropes. Oh, good form. Takes Arn Anderson down on the mat. Arn comes up, though. A fist right in the midsection. Elbow top of the head. Drives him over to their corner. Double teaming. This team knows how to do it.
See, David, Denny Brown is holding himself real good here, but he's fighting two men. Now, this Rossi kid wants to be a wrestler, wants to be a professional athlete, professional star. He's about 4 bricks shy of a load, not playing with a full deck. He needs to be in there breaking some bones, getting after this boy, except standing over there contemplating how much pain, blues, and agony that he's getting ready to go through.
All right, we'll find out the pain, the blues, and the agony that he's going to go through right now. Double A, Arn Anderson, now The Rock. Welcome to the big time. Ole Anderson takes him down.
Rossi reminds me of a bricklayer. Say he only works when it don't rain. Brother, it rains every day on me and Magnum. We're ready for it all the time. Denny Brown needs to get some association with Jim Clark Promotions here. Get him some type of good partner there. Rossi's just getting taken to the cleaners. Denny taking all the fight to him.
Ole pounding away.
American Dream's talking about here, he's talking about teamwork. It takes two men to be a team. One man can't go out there and carry the whole load by himself. That's what Denny Brown was trying to do. He needed a little relief from Rossi, and Rossi isn't giving him any kind of help at all. Now Rossi's already in there. He's in a predicament. He's in a bad situation, and now the team's looking like they're in a lot of trouble.
That is right.
David, I might be wrong, but this is that same guy that Magnum kicked belly on the floor about six months ago or 5 months ago. If it is, he's still feeling the percussions of it right here. See, the Andersons need their legs broke, need some arms broke, needs a heart broke. Rossi there is putting up no competition right here. Look at this. That's a devastating move right here.
That is right. From Magnum TA's belly to belly to Arn Anderson's board buster. There you see the National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson.
Still looking over to Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA. Here's a look at the gourd buster.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this place is going to come apart. It's going to. You don't have to come to me. Don't come to me right now. Go to that ring, because in the ring now, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, the National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson. Here it comes. It had to happen. It had to happen. They're coming in. They're ready. Dusty said he's going to start with the Andersons. A little head busting, leg busting, arm busting. But now look who's backing out. Oh, the dream. I have a dream, said Dusty Rhodes. And he almost had it. It wasn't for the Andersons.
I think Arn wants to get back in here. Here he goes.
Oh, no, he doesn't. When you play with fire, you get burned. If he gets in that ring, that's like stepping in an oven. You're looking at him. America's team. That's right, America's team. Magnum TA and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. They're right there. Two men you have to be proud of. America's proud of, in the world. They're one great team. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for viewing the best program in the world, Worldwide Wrestling. You make us #1, and we thank you very much. We'll see you next week on the very best in professional wrestling, Worldwide Wrestling. Until then,